Hello board game brothers and sisters, and welcome to another video where I'll be letting you know of Kickstarters launching this week. If you want to know more on these games and others launching in the next 30 days, make sure to check out Reddit because I manage a weekly post there, and there's a ton more details and a lot of good discussion. I'm getting this video out a day later than I normally do, so the first two games I have for you actually already launched today. And the first game I have for you is called 𝗚𝗺𝗲 𝗟𝗶, and it plays 2 to 6 players and takes about 90 minutes to play. In this game, you're going to be exploring different tiles, trying to complete quests, and defeat monsters. You're going to be building up your character while you explore, and you're going to want to survive long enough to bring that treasure back home. The player with the most treasure at the end wins the game. This looks like a fairly lightweight game, and they do have a free print and play offered on their Kickstarter page that you can check out free of charge. So the next campaign I have for you is actually an expansion, and it's called Leaders and Legends, and it's for 𝗗𝗵𝗲𝗃, the story of Greece. The core game plays 1 to 7 players and takes about 2 to 3 hours to play. This expansion adds unique leaders which allow players to modify the characteristics of their city-states. Leaders appear on the market and there's only one of each, so you're going to want to buy the one you want before anyone else. This Kickstarter is also launching the original game with all the stretch goals from the original campaign. And then on June 2nd, we have Merchants of the Dark Road, and this is for 1 to 4 players, and it's created by Elf Creek Games, who also created Atlantis Rising, which is an excellent game if you've had a chance to play it. This game's designed by Brian 𝗚𝗺, who also created games like Coldwater Crown, Freshwater Fly, and Winterborn. Over half a year of daylight has passed, and we must now prepare for the dark season. Players are brave merchants traveling the dangerous roads between cities to keep them thriving while gaining fame and fortune. This uses a dice worker placement mechanism along with a rondelle system to perform actions throughout the game. So next game we have is called Latte Throwdown, and it plays 2 to 4 baristas in a latte throwdown competition. It takes only about 15 to 25 minutes to play, and it looks like a lighter game with really pretty art. It looks like this game has you using dice rolling and drafting to build certain combinations that create the type of latte that you want to make. First to 20 points wins the game. So also on June 2nd, we have 1822, The Railways of Great Britain. So this is actually a reprint of an existing game, and they're using Kickstarter to get enough attention to make the reprint a possibility. Since this game already exists, you can find lots of information on how it plays. But this Kickstarter is also going to offer the 1822 Plus expansion, the 1822 Medium Regional scenario, and the new 1822 North Regional scenario. There's not going to be too many changes with this game, but you are going to see a few component upgrades. Next we have the Whatnot Cabinet, and it plays 1 to 4 players, and in this game players are going to be traveling around looking for different trinkets and doodads to build up their sets and win points. There's going to be lots of different types of set collection, whether they're different items or similar items or something in between, but the player with the most impressive Whatnot Cabinet at the end of the game wins the game. This game features artwork from 𝗏𝗏 𝗏𝗏, who also did the artwork for games like Wingspan, Viticulture, and Arboretum. Next we have a solo game, and it's called Diane the Dungeon, and in this game you play a furious monster who's been sent to a foreign dungeon, and all you want to do is escape and return home. To win, you're going to want to defeat all the heroes in the dungeon and defeat anything that stands in your way. You lose if your health reaches 0 or if time runs out. Next we have another Greek themed game, and it's called 7 Fortunes, and in this game 2 to 6 players are going to be battling in an arena for victory. Players are going to be choosing from a pool of 35 players to design their team, and then using a card stacking mechanism that's used to gain wealth and hero points. You either eliminate all other players or reach the target victory point count to win the game. And the last game I have for you is called Salt and Sail, and it plays 2 to 4 captains exploring rumors and myths to discover strange forgotten cities and the fortune that goes with them. You'll recruit crew members and upgrade your ship, but be prepared for choppy weather and to fight off pirates that show up in your way. This game features a modular hex board that allows you to construct different boards for different scenarios described in the rulebook. The player who makes the best discoveries and gains the most fame wins the game. So this is the part of the video where I let you know of games I backed last week, but first I wanted to let you know that if you missed a Kickstarter campaign, there's actually still a way to get those exclusives. So there's a website called 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 where you can buy previous Kickstarted games. This website sells the retail editions of the games, but it also occasionally sells the Kickstarter edition of the games with all the stretch goals and Kickstarter exclusives. So I talked to the owner, and he's a really nice guy, and I like what he's doing, and I think this is something my viewers would be interested in. So I'm going to let you know when he has games on the website that have those Kickstarter exclusives. Any sales he makes on these will help me grow this channel, as I will be charging him a small fee. This will help me pay for new equipment, better editing software, and better tools to help make this channel better for you. And I hope that me mentioning these games will help you find a game that you previously missed at a reasonable price. All Kickstarter editions of games on his website will be listed with Kickstarter edition in the title. But if you don't want to spend any money but you do love games, make sure to check out the website and subscribe to his email list anyway, because he's going to be doing a giveaway each month, giving away some pretty awesome board games for free. So if you want to help me out and get a nice game for yourself, check out the website and I'll leave a link in the description below. So I backed quite a few campaigns last week, and the first one I backed was Tantrum House's Season 7 campaign. This campaign helps out their channel, but it also offers a bunch of different promo cards and tokens and merchandise. So if you watch the channel, I recommend checking it out, and even if you don't, check it out anyway because there's some pretty cool components. And if you want that number 9 for letter jam like I do, then you'll definitely want to back this. And the next campaign I backed was 𝗏𝗵𝗃. When I first backed this, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep my pledge in, but so far they've just kept impressing me with their different updates. They've really been listening to their audience and making tweaks to the campaign and improving it as they go along. I hope they'll do something to make that Sphinx mini a little bit more... I guess we'll see. And the final campaign I backed last week is called Bristol 1350, and this is by 𝗏𝗏 Games, which I've heard nothing but good things about. From what I can tell, all their games play high player counts and are really easy to teach and learn. They have really nice production value, and apparently the gameplay is amazing. I'm not completely sure I'm going to leave my pledge in on this, but I'm going to read the rules before I decide, and I'm also going to read the rules of all their other games because you can get them in this campaign. And that's all I got for you this week, so remember to keep that shelf cluttered and the table full.